The horrific attack on an American base, 1942. 1942, World War II was raging. Tensions were running high, especially after the Japanese surprise attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941. On the east coast of the United States, many military installations were put on high alert. But despite the heightened alert, no one could have imagined what was about to happen. The enemy was not coming from the Pacific Ocean, but from Eastern Europe. The calm before the storm. On the early morning of May 12, 1942, the sun was just beginning to shine over Westover Field Air Force Base in Massachusetts. This was a major United States Air Force, USAC base, home to the newest P-40 Warhawk fighters and bombers. It was just another ordinary day for the thousands of soldiers there. Some were practicing aerial combat, others were repairing their planes, and others were quietly eating breakfast. The shock attack. Suddenly, the unprecedented roar of jet engines erupted into the sky. It was a strange sound, not the sound of an American plane. Before any of the soldiers could think, 3 dark shadows covered the base. Soon, 3 Dornier Du 217 bombers of the German Luftwaffe appeared, flying at extremely low altitudes, almost touching the roofs of the buildings. They flew so fast and so silently that they were barely noticeable. The base guard, Private Johnson, sounded the alarm in a hurry. The sirens rang out throughout the base, but it was too late. Before the M2 Browning anti-aircraft guns could return fire, several bombs screamed from the sky, hitting the runway, the fuel depot, and the command building. Chaos and destruction. "Bombs, hide!" shouted the crowd. Flames shot up high, and thick black smoke billowed across the sky, blocking out the sunlight. The American soldiers on the ground rushed to their bunkers as the German planes continued to fire with MG 120 machine guns and dropped SC-500 bombs. Captain Davis, the platoon commander, tried to organize a counterattack, but the surprise and speed of the attack prevented them from responding in time. Fire engines tried to contain the raging flames, but the scale of the attack was too great. Several American P-40 Warhawks, which were preparing to take off, were destroyed on the ground before they could take off. The explosive and ammunition depots exploded, adding to the horror. Retreat and aftermath. After about 15 minutes of attack, the 3 German planes flew away like lightning, leaving behind nothing but destruction and great fear. The once bustling square was reduced to a heap of smoke and rubble. Initial reports indicated that dozens of soldiers were killed, hundreds were wounded, and much military equipment was completely destroyed. The attack was a huge surprise, as no one expected the German Air Force to launch a deep strike into the United States. The planes were likely launched from a secret base in Canada, or from German submarines carrying aircraft. The incident at Westover Field heightened the alertness of American forces across the country. Although the attack did not change the course of the war, it demonstrated that no location was safe from enemy attack. The events at Westover Field are considered a painful lesson in the history of World War II, forcing the United States to drastically strengthen its air defenses.